Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for February 11th, 2025. This is for Sagittarius, last shuffle for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, I'm seeing some of you taking steps to trying to figure out what the heck is going on with your life. Taking steps here, okay? It's talking about how you are, you ever seen that meme where there's that guy on the phone? I don't remember what the origin story was to that guy, but the caption would always say, "Me calling God, asking if I'm on the strongest soldiers list this year." Some of you may feel like you need to appeal to someone, reaching. Yeah, someone's reaching out. Like, is it you? Is it Athena? Is it this place? Is it that one? Who do I need to talk to about what's happening in my life? There's a lot of energy of being surrounded by people that you feel need to go, but you may also feel to some degree that you must prove yourself to them. There's something about, you have to prove that you did care. You have to prove that you did have the best intentions. You'd have to almost um, prove the pain that they've caused. Some of you may still be in this space because you want them to see how much they've hurt you, how much they've bothered you, how much they've done things to you. And then on top of that, I'm just seeing someone who's being initiated. Like, you're being initiated. Some of you may feel, because I know Ascendant Masters isn't here, but I'm feeling it, of someone who's like, I know now what this particular Ascendant Master felt, which could be any of them, right? The main figure that almost everyone across the globe, or across, I won't even say the globe, across the plane of this world of Earth, we all know about what Jesus Christ, I guess Buddha, or we know the stories of some of these ascended masters, and you may feel like you can relate. You know what I mean? Like, he was hated, he had went through this, he got beat, he went through trials and tribulations, he's been betrayed deeply by someone he helped, and look at me, I can relate. I'm seeing some of you who have been, you have been, you may feel like you have been overlooked and neglected. Okay, so taking steps, you have the Two of Swords over this. Some of you may be taking a lot, for one, taking a lot of steps to ignore it, turn a blind eye to something, but ultimately there's a need to discover why you're still holding on to certain situations that you know you need to let go of. And I'm also seeing a desire to be forgiven by something. So, like, you've got the star here, Ace of Wands, Six of Cups, Page of Swords. The star has many meanings. We all know this. Almost every card has many meanings, right? Depending on what card it's next to. But the star in this is giving me this imagery of a person who's outside, fully, in their birthday suit, asking Spirit, I'm coming to you humbly. Please hurry up, and if you could pass the cup, please do. And then, others of you are wanting to be show, like, wanting to show Spirit, like, look at my history, I'm worth a fresh shot, give me a second chance, wipe the slate clean. Some of you have a desire to be forgiven. Have I done something to offend the universe, our creator, an angel? What have I done? I don't know why. Someone out here may feel that way based on what's going on with their life. There's a lesson in some of what you're going through, and there's something here about forgiving people around you for just creating a war inside of you. And it's mostly because they're showing almost like, in love and war all is fair kind of vibe, but they're saying there's no such thing as right or wrong when it comes to matters of the heart. Like, every choice that you have made at all was meant to expand your understanding of life and love, not necessarily to cause you pain and to have you stuck in pain. But I'm also seeing you being initiated to a higher calling. Some of you are starting to feel, and the way you'll know if you're being called and that you're hearing the call is if you feel like you need to expand. I need to expand, I need to move. And by expansion, that could be moving to a bigger place, going to a higher level of management, expanding to become an entrepreneur. Some of you are just wanting things to move to the next level. I'm seeing that the belief system may be affecting some of your relationships. Some people are staunchly, believing in a certain religion or certain faith or certain spirituality. Even in spirituality, even in that realm, right? There's still people that have a faction of like, no, these are the rules of a spiritual condition. It's like there are no rules to that, right? You are here uniquely because you have a unique gift. Everything in the world has not been discovered yet. So how are we coming up with rules for this is the way that you would do this, whatever it is, say in spirituality, you can only do this kind of a ritual during this phase. Not really, not necessarily so. There's some people who have keys to things that others do not. That's just the way of the world. That's the way it works. That's the way it's always worked all throughout life. And some of you may feel like you're being called to some degree and to be a healer. Some of you are healers, or some of you are very intuitive as far as visually intuitive, which would be you don't necessarily have to be around them. You just have to see them. I'm seeing that like messages coming towards you through your eyes. And not that you're reading it. This is it. I'm reading the message. I mean, duh, right? Comes through your eyes. You're reading your text. Not that. It's like you can look at a person and you can see things written on them, or you can see their story. Somehow you just know. And so there's something about you being ignored about this passed up over time, like, in your youth. But discovery with strength here twice would speak to the level of endurance that you have, your generosity. You're going to discover that you're incredibly noble, romantic, enthusiastic, very passionate, and self-motivated. But there's somehow, some way, Spirit is asking you to free yourself of some level of pain, and to know that you don't have to prove yourself to anybody, and to forgive, forgiving because there's no right or wrong in this whole situation. You're supposed to learn something. So they may have been wrong for real, and I'm seeing a lot of wrong, but I'm also seeing that Spirit is saying, hey, what did you learn? We've transmuted that wrong into a lesson for you so that it will boost you and build you. You're being initiated and tapped in. Are you willing to let this go so that you can step into the light? They're asking you to know your worth, right? I'm seeing angel number 2323, which breaks down to the singular one. That ones could be important. That could be your life path number, your soul's urge, any of those things. There's a bunch of different ones. But they're wanting you to see that you're resisting some change or some truth or some concept, and you've been resisting it over and over. When 2323 comes out, if you see it, that's when Spirit is going, it's like you choose not to see it now. I've given you billboards, I've given you songs, I've given you messages, I've sent things to you, I told you in a dream, and you still choose not to see something. But then at the same time, they're showing that if you keep on resisting it, you might find right now, some of you may be very depressed and low energy and very tired. And that is a direct result of resisting the call to let something go or someone go, to accept that this was a lesson, and to forgive, and not trying to continuously prove to this person that you're worth more, that you're worth better behavior, or just, better treatment, or, you're worth being seen, because it seems like you're not seen truly. Life is about passion, and that's a reminder with the 2323 as well, and that you've got to make a decision to live for you. You cannot worry about anything else, right? And they're showing that when you get tired, when you get drained enough and depressed enough, you make this choice and you make this change. And one thing that it says here is that the world will change around you. Your entire world will change when you make that choice. You'll know if you made that choice because the world will change. Things will change. You'll start to feel freed from pain. I'm seeing someone whose body, someone's having un the kind of pain like what fibromyalgia type of pain, where it's like it's nondescript. I can't really tell you what this is. So I'm just throwing that out there. We have happy success, Six of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles. This is an awareness um, that all you have to do is step into a new beginning. It's very important. Like, you're taking steps. You may be asking for help, and Spirit has been throwing you like bones. Like, you've got bones. You can't bury them all. The Spirit's been throwing them to you. Okay, and you've been trying to bury some of them. At least that's what this looks like. Okay, and it looks like they're telling you that you have to make it up in your mind that you're different from than you were in the past. This is different, and also it's time to answer a call. You're being initiated into a higher level of people, a different realm of people. I'm seeing initiation into a different group. This isn't like secret society, but more of like a society of enlightened individuals, or enlightenment in general, spiritually. This may have been something you've been wanting to do, or wanting it for your life, and it's coming. The transformation is going to be abrupt, overnight, and it may rock the boat with the Tower and King of Pentacles. There's a transformation coming because you asked for it. You asked to be free from pain. A lot of the pain will come from not being seen, not being validated, not being listened to, just watched, and then dismissed, not trusted. And that would come from, this looks like romantic partnerships. This could be friendships and people you've known since you were very, very young. You had a lot of hope, and you're taking steps to recover that hope. You may want to incorporate red into your life. You may wear the color red on any way that you could. Or red, or write with a red pen today, that kind of vibe. The red is a color that absorbs pain. At least it will for you. They want you to build like a little. So I don't know if you have an altar, and I feel like I've said this to you before. I don't know who I said this to. There's something about building. If you're going to do this altar, of course, and I think I've said it before, this is in the realm of love, and of course, to be feng shui correct, right? If you're into that aspect of life, right, too, you would put this in your. It's really meant to be in your southwest corner, but facing this way, it would be in this corner. Like, if you have a square, it would be in that corner. You would set this up. It's like you would use red candles, red colored bowls, ruby colored bowls, roses, and some statue that signifies love. Okay, like, I mean, you could do Venus, Adonis, hearts, whatever stirs feelings of love. And so of course, smudge to purify the space, and to refresh it for new beginnings, because there's a new beginnings energy here, man. You need to anoint your candles with there's like 3 oils. You can even use like herbs. I don't know if you have like Damiana or anything like that, but you would use, well, Damiana is more for like physical love, right? Crushed rose petals, but you would use neroli, gardenia, rose, like geranium oils to put on this candle, or any scent that just smells like romance to you, or love. And it's not about attracting love, like romantic love necessarily, but about attracting alignment from love, in a sense, to help, because love is the highest vibration of all. But attracting this And you would say, in a sense, like this would be in your bedroom, of course, and you would say something to the effect of like, this room is my temple, this is an altar to love here in my room, you know. I light the flame, and then I fan the flame, kind of thing. And each candle I burn is a wish. I mean, you don't have to use one candle, you can use many. um, you desire and will be desired in return, right? And that's something here about that attracts many things, right? It doesn't just attract love, but love, money will love you, you know, your children will love you, family members will love you. And not to try to, you're not changing their, you're not you're not snatching away their free will. This is about what is there is being expressed. What's actually there will be expressed, right? No longer hiding or covering. No longer um, will it be ignored. So I hope that makes sense, y'all. You could be dealing with a Leo quite strongly, right? And you could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aquarius. We also have Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. So you could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp or a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. We also have Libra, Scorpio cusp, a Capricorn, Aquarius cusp, and Leo, Virgo cusp, Virgo, Libra cusp. If you're yeah, if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.